boys, we got a little late today, so we gotta do a speed run of this. Are we really speed running our own videos? We did yesterday. Only because our minds were blown. It just shows in the report that we did. Bugsy, you were losing it. I was. I was. I ain't gonna pretend like I wasn't. I'm not even gonna fucking lie and say like I wasn't. No. That was pure me going, what the fuck? Oh, what is it? I'm gonna have to look at that later in a minute. Give me a minute. So, boys, let's do this. Mm, okay, first of all, Vanilla, I'm just gonna say this, Vanilla. You deserved everything you are getting. You're you are literally authoritarian, but you're not a disciplinarian. Ergo, you can't stop Cream because you never thought you'd have to be that to stop her. Yeah, where's all that fucking through from now? Actually, Bugsy has a good point. It's okay when she was like your little prim and proper little version of yourself. I do kind of feel bad for Amy, but if Amy's mad at Sonic, this time it's not even justified. You literally never helped Cream whenever she was literally dealing with something. You actually even hit her a few times where you went on your rampages. That's the thing, Amy. That's the thing you and Sonic seem to do all the time. Everything takes a backseat to you guys and your problems. But when Tails or Cream needs both either of you, you're just like, nah, I'm gonna go focus on my little relation to your problems. Like when Tails needs you, Amy, you're just like out here. No, I'm not gonna do it. Me and the guys, we would have taken Tails. We would have either taken Tails fishing or at least had him hang out with us for a little while. I know what we do for Cream because Cream, Vanilla probably think we all trying to do some weird shit. You know, but I gotta say, it's funny and deserving that she's going through this. I don't care. I'm with you, Reds, because I don't care either. She's because it'd be different if like Cream was punished for doing a whole bunch of fuck shit. But she never was because she never really did anything wrong. All she ever did was hang out with Tails, and people may have floated the idea that they might be a thing, and maybe that would have been something that would have been discovered if they actually felt the same way. And they probably don't. She probably didn't, or don't, or probably did for a minute, and you guys just like ruined that. I'm not talking about the chat. We're talking about freaking Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit over there. I gotta say though, I was laughing. This whole place was like a goddamn hot topic. Threw up on a fucking like on a fucking cafe. It was so beautiful and it's so funny.
Swear or something. Sometimes cheers, but the darkness consumed this place. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're not a goth. No, it's because she's been so sheltered her whole entire life. She thinks hecking is fucking, and everything else is just that. It's like, dude, if you're not, just, if you're going to do that shit, go off. call your mom about your stuff or do something. But like, don't be sitting here going, "Oh heckin' yeah." You say "fuck yeah" or "hell yeah." Like honestly.
Let the darkness consume our souls.
You know what's really funny? She's kind of a conformist when you think about it. Well, she's conforming to her own idea of what being a goth is. I mean, if she had friends that were goth, I mean, they ain't telling her anything. Or they're just doing it to be funny. That could be a thing. That actually could be a thing. Okay, give us 1 minute. So, anyways, what were you saying? I just feel like Kareem's just doing this because this is her image of what a goth is to her.
Militia, maybe you should do well in my zone here, huh? Yeah, come be free. Break free from the shackles. Said that few that you know what a narc is. Of course you do, because you're one.
Cream, you don't barely know what a fucking narc is. Let me tell you what a narc is. A motherfucker who literally squeals when y'all are just having fun. A motherfucker who stops you on from chilling when all you're doing is having a nice little get together. Yeah, you're a little loud and rowdy. But that's a narc. Literally, your friends are not even narcs. They're just scared of vanilla. Which I think is more pussy than you could ever possibly know. It actually really is. Like, I know where to get fired. Amy, just open that goddamn flower shop you wanted to do. Like, honestly, you don't need to be dealing with this. You don't need to be dealing with Cream right now. But it's kind of your fault because you never want to actually help out. The three of us, man, all of us, we would have helped Cream out right then and there. We'd have helped Tails out then and there. Y'all would have been mad at us because you're like, oh, they're not they're doing it for some dark, diabolical purpose. Because that's how you motherfuckers get when you get jealous. You think everybody got ulterior motive just to fuck with, just to do things. Because you know, y'all get jealous easy. Sonic's the most easiest one to get jealous. Little kids were hanging out with his fucking uncle. He was out here like, no, I'm going to show those kids the truth of their origin. And yes, we're still on that. That was the most fucked up thing I ever saw Sonic do in this universe.
I don't know what it is.
Of course you wouldn't know what it is, Amy. God. They are normies, though. Oh, yeah, most definitely. They ain't never had to deal with that. Amy never had to deal with nothing, yet she has low self-esteem issues for whatever reason. Which is funny because everybody freaking likes her automatically half the time. Yeah, a person with very low self-esteem issues, but still, like, has a bunch of people liking her, so where does she even get the self-doubt from? I like to think maybe it's back on low play, you know? She's like, I didn't like her then, and then when she started looking like how she looks like now, it's like, she's like, oh, I had to change it up a little bit. You know, it's like, it's like, of course Amy has led this life of just like, you know, good daughter, goody two-shoes syndrome is what I like to call it. Because she never had to actually do anything or challenge anything. She's fought Eggman. But when it comes to like interpersonal shit, she just kind of crumbles. Which is funny because we know Amy's that actually deal with interpersonal shit and still kind of come out on top. Which I don't really understand. I think it's just this universe being like, hey, we have to be different than the other. the other one. So let's make Amy kind of a walking contradiction. You know the Dark Child probably changed because Cream changed, right? She didn't like abuse them. They actually just changed alongside her. Yeah, because Chows pick up on emotional resonance. Like, I know this because I breed Chows. So yeah, they'll mimic the owner. You change your whole attitude and personality, boom, they'll do the same. Chow see, Chow does. You know what I'm saying? See, but here's my thing. I do feel bad for Amy getting fired, but at the same time, Sonic is testing her boundaries. Because me, I'm like, if you gonna act big and bad, you wanna act big and bad like you did with Granny Power and got your ass thoroughly beaten, then hey, show me how big and bad you are. You put on your big girl pants. You put on your big girl pants. Show me how intimidating you can be. That's what I would have done. God dang. Because you guys know I'm like, hey, don't just talk about it. Don't talk about it, little rabbit. Be about it. You trying to come at me? You trying to come at? I'll be like, you trying to come at the god of time? You trying to come at Mr. Chaos Man himself? What are you really gonna do to me? I looked her straight dead in her eye. I'd be like, try me. Come on, I'll get you. Come on, try and punch me. Give it. Come on, I'll give you the first hit. And when her hand breaks, I'm gonna be like, ain't so tough, ain't you? Come on, try it again. I ain't gonna throw no punches. I'm gonna be like, no, come on. You big and bad, right? You care about the darkness, right? Show me. Basically, you're just calling her bluff and making her hit you just so she can actually learn a lesson. Mm-hmm. Because she can't do nothing to me.
You gonna do the job you want Cream to do for free? Aren't you paying her to be the manager now anyway? Why didn't you employ somebody else?
What else would take a teenager's race for such amazing service she normally gives? And now I realize my mistake.
Oh, now you realize. Okay, Bugsy, let me hit it. Heinrich, you have the fucking floor. Oh, I don't know. Well, one, yeah, no one's gonna pay for the kind of wages you be paying Cream. Because any person that would take this job would have been like, Vanilla, take this job and freaking shove it up your very, very uptight rabbit hole. Because honestly, you treated Cream like she was a servant. You treated her like she was an employee. You treated her like she was not supposed to have any kind of fun whatsoever. And now you don't even know what to do because she's like, oh, she snapped now. She snapped because you wouldn't let her have a little bit of fun. A disco party here. Hanging out with her friends at the mall there. She ain't asking to go to this big ass party with us drinking, sex, and drugs. She's just asking for a little fun with her friends. And that's all it was. But even that is too much for you. I don't even want to know how you were raised. Because this proves that the way you were raised was fundamentally flawed. Because you can't even stand up to your own fucking daughter and say, hey, I made a mistake. But that doesn't give you any right to treat me or anybody else like this. I treated you horribly, and I accept that. But I'm not gonna let you say and do what you damn well please just because you feel bad. And yeah, you are right and you feel justified by that. But you have to respect me. Or something like that, you know? But like, that's your fault, Vanilla. Ain't no one else's fault but yours. I agree. This like Creek ain't allowed to do nothing. She can't even hang out with Tails, which was like her only reprieve, and was getting Tails out there to hang out with people. Making him feel a little bit better about himself. But you're like, no, they're gonna get down. Dude, not every... This ain't fucking Beastars. It's not like they're gonna go, oh, Cream. I have these feelings. It's not like Tails is like Lugosi and gonna go... They're gonna have like a whole big ass arc about it. Not like they're gonna elope or some shit. Like, that's my problem with you, Vanilla. You assume everything and you don't ask. You don't ask. You came on fucking Tails Tuesday just to tell Tails that she didn't want to see him. And Amy's dumbass didn't even know that Cream and Tails' friendship is a little bit more complex. You know? Because she's on that cusp of being a friend, probably something more. We don't see where that's gonna go, and we don't know where that would have went. That's why everybody got a bunch of misplaced feelings. Because let's be real, Pink Moron does not know how other people feel. She knows how she feels, but she does not know the hearts of other people. That is the truth. You, on the other hand, you and your fucking you and your white rabbit husband from Alice in Wonderland was out here going, you're feeling rambunctious. Like you think she was actually gonna get on Tails and just be like they were gonna elope in some shit. Like, the point is, you ain't gonna let Cream to have the freedom to make those mistakes, to make those choices that will probably blow up in her face, when all she was really doing was hanging out with Tails. And y'all, you and Rosemary are a bunch of specious assholes. Fucking, don't even get me started on Rosemary's bitch ass. Oh my God, we'll be here all day. Because I got problems with her too. I got a laundry list. But with her, it's more like Marie was like hitting on freaking Tails. So was like, no. And then freaking Rosemary, dumb ass fox that she is. I'm not saying dumb because she's a fox. I'm saying dumb because she's dumb to me. Out here trying to tell Marine that no, we won't accept this. Like, no, he didn't want to bang. He didn't want to date her, Rosemary. It's good to know that you're dumb. It's good to know that you're dumb and you don't read the room, and that you don't really listen to your son either. But to you, Vanilla, while your daughter was getting the ass end of an ass beating from Granny Prower, you and your hooba dooba ass husband didn't even try to save her. Maverick had to come in and do that shit. Maverick had to come in and be like, "Oh shit," and he had to fight his own fear, his own conditioning of his own what his mother did to him to save her. Yeah, you know what's really cowardly? That y'all didn't just come in and save her. I'd have been, and that was Rebecca. Oh, Granny Power's getting her ass beat. Me and Bugsy are gonna fucking just start beating her down like this is the WWE, or like when Bugsy fought fucking Lord English. That lady is never going to breathe again without thinking about two Chaos Lords that look human beating her ass. She's gonna be traumatized. She's never gonna want to look at a human. someone human-like ever again. And I put like I put electrodes in the brain every time she tries to do something violent. It'd be like the V chip from fucking South Park. She just gets shocked every time. So you guys are like cowards. You want to restrict her from everything, but don't want to try and actually give her the little bit of freedom she wanted from y'all. She had to freaking sneak. She had to freaking sneak for a little while to do all the stuff she wanted to do before she actually just went full goth. You, Vanilla, are the worst vanilla I've ever seen. You could say you're a traditionalist, but no. You're a fucking... To me, you're a fucking you're a fucking familial dictator. Because Cream wasn't... You wanted Cream exactly under your thumb, and even though she did everything you always asked of her to do, the moment she wanted something of herself, for herself, you had a problem with it. That's what I hate about you. That's what I hate about you. Because Bugsy, in our universe, is with a Vanilla. And Vanilla looks at... Every time we show her these streams, she looks at you and goes... She goes, that person is nothing like me because I would never do that to Cream. And she also flipped her off, too. I was like, oh, shit. She told Cream to get out of the room, and she just... Our Vanilla let loose so much profanity. It was so hard. Bugsy, focus. Hey, I can't control myself, man. I'm just thinking about that night afterwards. Let's just say, I helped our Vanilla go get some carrots. Did you catch my drift? Anyways, I do feel the same way that how Heinrich feels, because at the end of the day, you treated her like a slave, like a servant. Of course, no one wants to get paid that kind of money. You run this place like a fucking slave ship. You tried to marry off one of your employees that you have no right to do anyway. If there was HR in this place, they'd fucking take... If Amy actually had any fucking actual, like ambition, you and her would go to court. You and her would go to court. Because that is like a very vague... That is a very, very flagrant misuse of your own fucking power. And you deserve all the shit that's happening to you because you suck.
What?
They don't seem to want to. I tried everything I know how to. Maybe if Cream turns back, they will.
Chow experts.
I really get the feeling it has to be Cream. I don't have a job!
And to you, Amy, none of you have helped Cream. Sonic was actually trying to call her bluff. But, you know, whatever. Like you would have actually stayed long enough. You'd be like, hey, dude, it's just scary. I swear to God, Amy, you have no fucking actual, like, backbone in you. It's okay to be mad at Sonic because you're always mad at Sonic. Not mad at Cream, not mad at yourself for not standing up for her when she actually wanted you to. Getting mad at Cream for being in the way of your little rampages. This is why we don't like you, Pink Idiot. You and Blue Idiot, you all deserve each other because you're all both morons. I want to say that right now. I mean, I gotta be real with you too. It's like, honestly, y'all brought this on yourselves. They really did. I mean, So Vanilla, everything that Heinrich and Bugsy said was the truth. To Amy, be mad that you weren't even there when people need you because you're always up Sonic's ass. Whether for love or for just being angry at him. Or listening to a fucking Sigma male bee telling you Sonic out here clapping alien ass cheeks. That is totally on you. But hey, Sonic in the doghouse yet again. For no fault of his own. So like, what, he wasn't supposed to do nothing? I just say whatever, man. That's them. Me and you would have put the fear of God in her, and she would have stopped this whole goth thing, and I'd have looked at Vanilla, and I'd just say, you know, Miss Vanilla, this is the reason. See, people like us, we can scare people straight. You need to understand something. You are her mother. You are not her boss. You are not her. You are not you do not control her. She does her own thing. You could have gave her everything. You could have given her the freedom she needed. All she wanted was very little from me. You couldn't even give her that. This is why this is happening to you. Because you need to change your ways. The ways you were raised is not the ways that you should be raising your own kid. Because clearly it's not working. Okay, not every kid is gonna fall in line. And you gotta understand that shit. You did this. You made her this way. And I pray hey, wait a minute. Is Vanilla still pregnant? I don't know. Well, if they ever go back to that, I pray that she's better with that kid. Well, guys, I say we should go. I think we're good. 27 minutes. We'll see you guys later. Peace, and we'll do some more holiday stuff tomorrow. Sorry, we got up late.